To start the proceedings of the day, we have the welcome remarks by Mr. V. Balasubramaniam. Mr. Subramaniam is the Chief Business Officer at the BSE and is currently in charge of all the new initiatives planned by BSE, including the setting up of commodities market and the international exchanges in GIFT City. Till recently, he was responsible for driving all the major revenue functions of BSE. He has more than 2 decades of experience in managing business and technology operations in the capital markets and also the derivative market industry. He also has 3 successful startups to his credit. I request Mr. Subramaniam to address the audience.
So let me extend a very good morning to one and all present here in this International Convention Hall of BSE. Let me also extend a very warm welcome to Ms. Jyotna Sitling, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India. Mr. S.S. Sandhu, Principal Secretary, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship in the Government of Maharashtra. Mr. Pramod Thakkar, President, IMC. Mr. Mukund Rajan, Chief Ethics Officer, Tata Group and Member Group Executive Council, Tata Sons. Mr. Vijay Sahu, Chairman, Retailers Association, Skills Council of India, and President of Human Resources, Reliance Industries, and Mr. Pradhan. I would also like to welcome Shri Vinod Tavde, Minister for School, Education, Higher and Technical Education, Medical Education, Sports and Youth Welfare, and Culture, Government of Maharashtra, who will be joining us a little later in the second session. This International Convention Hall of BSE has seen the development of Indian capital markets over the past many decades, first as a trading ring for the brokers and then as a convention hall post-digitization of BSE. Since its inception in 1875, BSE was the first exchange in Asia, and it has been offering an efficient capital raising platform to companies in India. Skill building, which is what we all gathered here today, can be viewed as an instrument to improve the effectiveness and contribution of labor to the overall production. It is an important ingredient to push the production possibility frontier outward and to take growth rate of the economy to a higher trajectory. Skill building could also be seen as an instrument to empower the individuals and improve his or her social acceptance of value. Jobs and hiring in India needs to shift from being qualification based to skill based. Today, almost every hiring done in India uses education and qualification as a surrogate for skill. This is a huge issue that we as an industry need to address together. While the future steps in skilling are undertaken, it is equally important for jobs and hiring in India to orient itself based on skills. One good part which has happened in the last 1 year is that the current government is giving the much needed focus on the skill development area. They are trying to remove the disconnect between demand and supply of skilled manpower, building the vocational and technical training framework, skill upgradation, building of new skills and innovative thinking not only for existing jobs but also jobs that are yet to be created. In purchasing parity terms, India is now the 3rd largest global economy and the 7th largest global economy in nominal GDP terms. India has now almost a population of 1.27 billion people, almost 1/6 of the world population, and is expected to become the most populous country by 2025, overtaking China. Almost 50% of the Indian population is below the age of 25 and more than 65% below the age of 35. Every year we produce 1 Australia equivalent population which is to be observed in the job market. This can only happen if necessary skills are imparted and our education discourse moves towards this direction. In this context, from BSE, we also have an education arm, the BSE Institute Limited, which is our 100% subsidiary and was set up as an internal division way back in 1987 for training capital market participants, especially on the skill needs. Now BSE Institute is a full-fledged corporate which offers courses from few hours to few years and is focused a lot on skill development. Further, BSE also has spearheaded the formation of the BFSI, the Banking, Financial Services and Insurance Sector Skill Council, which has been assigned the task of skill building in our industry and providing jobs for more than over 2 million people over the next few years. This Skill Council works under direction and guidance of the National Skill Development Corporation and is complementing them in their nation building efforts. According to the estimates and some reports, around 15,000 companies will spend more than close to about 140 billion, that is the estimated number, in the very first year on the corporate social responsibility. This is as part of the Section 135 requirement of the Companies Act. This amount obviously is going to increase as the profits of corporate India is likely to go up in the coming future. Even if 10% of this is used for promoting skill development and education, this will create a big impact and create a lot of opportunities for the youth. Towards this goal, BSE is also looking at launching a CSR exchange, BSE Samman, once the necessary regulatory approvals are received to facilitate the corporates to find the right service providers in different spheres and causes including skill development. Coming back to BSE, it is the world's largest exchange in terms of number of listed companies, which stands at 5659 today, 5,659 companies. The market capitalization of this exchange is also now close to about 100 lakh crores, which is a landmark number. And in the last couple of years, BSE has also launched a number of market leading practices such as BSE Currency, BSE Derivatives, BSE Small and Medium Enterprise Platform, trading on the interest rate futures, etc. And also in the last couple of years, we have done a major technology upgrade, and now we have become the fastest exchange in this part of the world, and we offer a response time of less than 200 microseconds for every order to be fulfilled, which is almost several times higher than the nearest competition we have in this region. I truly look forward to enlightening discussions on today's subject, which is critical for our nation building, and I would like to compliment the Indian Merchant Chamber and Shri Prabodh Thakur for having this critical theme to be addressed through this seminar, which is extremely pertinent for the modern India, and the skilling India is the need of the hour. I would once again like to welcome each one of you personally and look forward to hear from dignitaries about the vision on this extremely important subject. Thank you.